Arundel, aka Lioness Crowned, your revolutionary, unapologetically Black African host, right here at FlyNubianQueen.com, the network for melanated women and men like you. So, happy Monday. Welcome, 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 welcome into the Lioness Den. You already know we're here on weekdays, Monday through Fridays, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, normally at FlyNubianQueenTV.com. But make sure you sign up for text messages, text notifications from us, from our platform, by texting the word Queens to 31996. That's Queens with an S to 31996. Listen, Linda, listen, Linda, listen. We have a whole bunch of damn dysfunction, infection, and crap coming out of the Antichrist house. Yep, 45 Donald Trump is still infected with COVID-19. He's still in the hospital, and we don't give a damn. All right, as you're coming in, make sure you give me a B1 salute. I want to just update us on a couple updates that have come out of the White House since we were last on Friday evening. Now, listen. First thing I'm going to do is read the copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer in this section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976 says that allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. All right. Now, what we know is Kaylee, I think that's her name. I don't give a damn about any of these people, quite frankly, in this administration, or people who do our people bad in government or anywhere else, even if they're not in government. But we do know that the press secretary also tested positive to COVID-19. Her name is Kaylee, some blonde chick or whatever, who's always caping for Trump. He's had quite a number of press secretaries within the past, 3 or 4 years. But either way, she tested positive, and they have footage of her talking to people at press conferences and in close proximity to other people without wearing a mask. Now, all of this is happening as the coronavirus pandemic is raging, right, globally. So I'm looking this way at the television. According to CNN, it says that the global cases of COVID-19 are 35,252,679 cases. That is 35 million global cases, 35,252,679 global cases as of now. Globally, the death toll is, they're reporting 1,038,307 cases. And then in the United States, it says that the total cases are 7,423,328. And then the deaths within the United States are at 209,857. Okay, now a lot of people have said things about these numbers, whether they're accurate and inaccurate, but I'm just giving you what these people are saying. But we do know that quite a few people within the Antichrist administration, within Donald Trump's administration, have tested positive for COVID-19. Okay, they have tested positive for COVID-19. This is quite insane. I'm gonna pull up now. A lot of people have said things about, see what you all are saying. Now, I see y'all coming in and giving me a B1. Make sure you take a moment to like and share this broadcast. Like and share this broadcast. I want to also invite you all over to support us at shopfnq.com. That's shopfnq.com. That is our shop. So if you want to buy Black, check out our merchandise. We have really, really cute stuff over there. The shop has been updated. It's continuing to be updated by our team. So look out for the newest products that we have and support us. You know, we should be buying Black all the time anyway, right? Like, I buy Black from somebody Black at least once a day. You know, that is my commitment. Or donate to a cause that's going to serve our people. But if you want to visit our shop at shopfnq.com to support us, you are invited to do so. Also, check out our programming at flynubianbusiness.com and flynubianmoney.com. All right, now, with that said, I want to know if y'all saw the horrific thing that I saw this weekend, which was 45, the Antichrist, of course, being the narcissist that he is, leaving Walter Reed Hospital to get into a motorcade within an armed vehicle with his Secret Service so that he can wave and make do a photo op, from his motorcade to his supporters. So there are a lot of Trump supporters who were rallying for him, for his recovery, for MAGA crap, right, outside of Walter Reed Hospital in Washington, D.C. And he took it upon himself, after giving a statement, a public statement from the Oval Office. This time he was standing up. I mean, not the Oval Office, from his hospital suite rather, in Walter Reed Hospital. He was standing up. He appeared to look healthy, or he was trying to show that he was healthy and he was strong. He said that he was going to go outside and surprise his supporters. And he did. And he's still in Walter Reed. He wants to go back to the White House. However, he is contagious, and he put his Secret Service people at risk by even getting into the damn motorcade to make an appearance out of his own vanity, right? Like, these armored vehicles are not only bulletproof, but they are also chemical proof, so that if there's a contagion outside, or if there is some sort of nuclear fallout or debris or any sort of chemicals that the motorcade is going through, it is completely sealed on the inside, meaning that the air that's inside circulating is not going out of the vehicle, right? Because there's no air coming into this sort of armored vehicle, meaning that this fool was breathing, although he had a mask on, his Secret Service people had masks on, that air, that contagion was still being circulated. So now all of those people who are driving him around in Secret Service, their lives are at risk, and they have to quarantine now for 14 days. But I don't know if y'all saw this. I saw it. I just wanted to show y'all this. Okay. I'm going to press play right now. This is from CNN.
Bit of a surprise.
We're getting great reports from the doctors. This is an incredible hospital, Walter Reed. The work they do is just absolutely amazing, and I want to thank them all, the nurses, the doctors, everybody here. I've also gotten to meet some of the soldiers and the first responders, and what a group. I also think we're going to pay a little surprise to some of the great patriots that we have out on the street, and they've been out there for a long time, and they've got Trump flags, and they love our country. So I'm not telling anybody but you, but I'm about to make a little surprise visit. So perhaps I'll get there before you get to see me. But I just, when I look at the enthusiasm, and we have enthusiasm like probably nobody's ever had. Our people that love the job we're doing, we have more enthusiasm than maybe anybody. So it's been a very interesting journey. I learned a lot about COVID. I learned it by really going to school. This is the real school. This isn't the let's read the book school. And I get it, and I understand it. And it's a very interesting thing. I'm going to be letting you know about it. In the meantime, we love the USA, and we love what's happening. Thank you.
So this is the statement that he did.
Go back live to Jeremy Diamond again outside Walter Reed Medical Center, where the president just passed by in that SUV moments ago.
You see?
Jeremy, do you know where he is?
He's in this SUV right here, y'all. I paused it, so it's a little dull, but he's in the SUV doing this waving. What the hell is going on here?
Al, where did he go?
Presumably the president went back to Walter Reed. They have opened the street here back up to traffic, which suggests that the president isn't going to come by again, or at least not right now. So presumably he is back inside Walter Reed. I would note that video that he sent out, he's announcing the surprise. Obviously, it was posted, it seems, right at the moment when his SUV, his presidential motorcade, actually arrived here on scene. Obviously, for security reasons, they wouldn't want to disclose that the president is about to make a movement in public,
right.
But obviously I'm sure Secret Service and the people protecting him had some concerns. We saw several of the Secret Service.
Let me tell y'all something right quick. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Born and raised in the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C., the nation's capital, okay? Not far at all from the White House. Living through and being here physically, since I don't know who, Ronald Reagan was president, right? And then Clinton, and then, the Bushes and Obama and all of that stuff. Lived here during all of these administrations for the most part. Now this Trump thing is new, you know what I'm saying? But either way, look, if the president of the United States is moving even through the city, right? Let's say he has a meeting at Georgetown, or is going to go visit, like Obama visited my former high school, Banneker High School, or something like that. the announcement will be made that like, oh, okay, on this date, the president will be going to this, big event in the city, but they make precautions, they block certain streets off. I'm talking about the Secret Service, right? To get in preparation for a motorcade. And then the way that these motorcades work, they will be in armored vehicles, completely tinted, and 2 identical vehicles at least. So you never know which vehicle that the president of the United States is in when just traveling through the city with this armored vehicle. Now, this fool made an announcement during his address to the nation from his hospital room. I said hotel room, hospital suite. Y'all take a moment to share this video. Hospital suite at Walter Reed. Then he goes out and you can actually see him, which vehicle he's in. And for so many security reasons, like the president of the United States, like would never do something like this, but him, out of his own vanity and vexation of spirit, his own vanity, he decides to break so many protocols in terms of like security and put Secret Service at risk. So I just had to say that. Never in my life have I ever seen such negligence, right? Because he's not only putting himself at risk, he's putting the country at risk. When you do certain like security breaches or you engage in risky sorts of behaviors. That's all I'm saying. Like, this is really, really stupid. And it was all about him showboating and showing off because that's what he does. But I'm going to share the screen again and we'll continue looking at it. Listen, Jade Arendelle, aka Lioness Crowned, your revolutionary, unapologetically Black African host right here at FlyNubianQueenTV.com, the network for melanated women like you and men like you. You're in the Lioness Den, 12 p.m. Eastern time at Fly Nubian Queen. All right, let's keep watching.
Officers in tactical gear walking alongside the motorcade as well, because he is in very close proximity to the people the members of the public who are out here on the street. One thing that I would note, though, of course, obviously we've talked about the element to which this is the president trying to send a signal to the public and to the world that he is doing all right. But at the same time, you have to wonder, what was the risk-benefit analysis that was done here? I mean, it seemed like the Secret Service agents who were driving the president in that motorcade, they did appear to be wearing those N95 respirators on their faces. But that was it. The president right now, while he is at Walter Reed, we've been told by Dr. Conley and others that they enter those rooms with the full suite of protective gear on them. And that's not just an N95 mask, but it's presumably goggles or some kind of a face shield,
right?
And gloves.
Goggles, gloves, a mask, then a face shield. Shoot, they should have had on hazmat suits. They shouldn't have been in there in the first damn place. How about that part? But y'all tell me what y'all think, because I have my phone right here. I'm looking at the comments. Let me know what y'all think.
And something over their entire bodies. So, the president here is, to a certain extent, putting these Secret Service agents who are driving him and who are in the vehicle with him at some degree of higher risk. Obviously, they're mitigating that risk to a certain extent by wearing these N95 respirators on their faces. But I do think that's something that we should note here, as the president is doing this, obviously, for a PR and kind of publicity value as well.
Y'all, that was like the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Well, that I've seen in a long time. And this is the craziest part about it, is that people forget, damn the election. Black people, we are in an anti-Black war. All of this is warfare. And so it's like the comments and things that I'm seeing, the outpouring of support. Oh, I want the president to get better. No, F that. Trump is in the hospital and I don't give a F. I don't care. We don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's like us being on a plantation. You getting whipped every day. Your kids get sold off. Men and women getting raped. All types of stuff going on. And then everybody who's an overseer or white person who's oppressing you on the damn plantation is getting sick. There's a contagion, a flu or something. The plague is going around the big house. And then you got Negroes in the slave quarters or even in the big house also talking about how sorry they are and how bad they feel that, these people are sick, that these devils, these oppressors, these slave owners are sick. And you're praying for them to get better. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Don't you realize that, like, we are on different sides? Spare me the whole one America, we're stronger together. That's bullshit. No, it's not. We're not. We are on our own as Black people. So you have to really, really check in with yourself if you are experiencing any level of sympathy or empathy for these devils. And if you agree with me, give me a B1 and some fire, some flames in the damn chat. That's what I want to see. Celebrities, Black people, people are trying to be politically correct, talking about they wish him well, a speedy recovery, and then hell to the nah. All that fake Judeo-Christian stuff about forgive, you know, turning the other cheek and praying for your enemies. Absolutely not. I have no sympathy, empathy, none, no compassion for our open enemies. Period. Period. So now look, and if y'all just don't know who I am, I'm Jade Arendelle. I'm a lioness. I'm lioness crowned. Your revolutionary, unapologetically Black African host right here at flynubianqueen.com, the network for melanated women and men like you, like you, like you. Don't forget, we on a battlefield. We are on a damn battlefield. So listen, there's a whole bunch of updates. I'm going to share my screen again. This is from CNN. I told y'all about this chick, Haley. We don't give a damn about none of these people. We don't give a damn about none of these people. You know what I'm saying? Babylon is falling. These people are sick. And if you ask me, hey, it's their karma. But look, these are the latest updates on Trump's COVID-19 diagnosis. It says what we know now, President Trump is at Walter Reed Medical Center and could be discharged as early as Monday, which is today, according to his physicians, because he's so damn pressed to get back to the White House. It says over the course of Trump's illness, he experienced 2 episodes of transient drops in his oxygen saturation and was given a steroid, his doctor said. Even as Trump remains off the campaign trail, the White House has continued to focus on the optics, with Trump going on a brief SUV ride past supporters on Sunday. I already said that. Now, this is 15 minutes ago. White House Correspondents Association says no new media members tested positive for COVID-19 today. Okay, y'all can go and read that on your own. Another update, Biden says he'll debate Trump if the scientists say it's safe. They're so damn thirsty. These people have no humility whatsoever. They're focusing on campaigning right now when clearly, in my opinion, you know, a plague is circulating to wipe these people out. But again, white supremacists are also narcissistic and sociopathic. All right, so that's that. Trump is ready to get back to work, Lindsey Graham says after a phone call with the president. 50 minutes ago, White House press secretary tests positive for COVID-19. This is that Kaylee chick, Kaylee McEnany. I don't know what the hell. Is she Irish or something? McEnany? Usually if the prefix on the name is MC, that's usually like some sort of Irish or whatever name. But it says House Press Secretary Kaylee McEnany talks to the media on October the 4th outside of the White House in Washington, D.C. And the chick ain't got no mask on, though. These people are taking liberty to infect it. Now, this is what came out of this chick's Twitter today, October the 5th. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to flynubianqueen.com, the network for melanated women and men like you. And be sure to visit our shop at shopfnq.com. Let me see if I can make this bigger. It says, this is from her Twitter, okay? After testing positive consistently, including every day since Thursday, And after testing negative consistently, including every day since Thursday, I tested positive for COVID-19 on Monday morning while experiencing no symptoms. No reporters, producers, or members of the press are listed as close contacts by the White House medical unit. Moreover, I definitively had no knowledge of Hope Hicks's diagnosis prior to holding a White House press briefing on Thursday. As an essential worker, I have worked diligently to provide needed information to the American people. At this time, with my recent positive test, I will begin the quarantine process and will continue working on behalf of the American people remotely. White House Press Secretary Kaylee McEnany. Interesting. What else we got? An hour and 37 minutes ago, Pence tests negative again and is still scheduled to head to Salt Lake City. This fool this little demon here. Vice President Mike Pence, this is a picture of him speaking at an event hosted by the Family Leader Foundation on October the 1st in Des Moines, Iowa. Vice President Mike Pence and Second Lady Karen Pence tested negative for COVID-19 Monday morning, administration official tells CNN. So look, just like how Kaylee tested negative every day since Thursday, and then today it popped up positive, let's be clear, more people are going to come up with positive test results in the next 2 weeks. Just want y'all to know. Just want y'all to know that. Now, it also says that Vice President Mike Pence is still scheduled to travel to Salt Lake City, Utah today, according to daily guidance released by his office moments ago. Pence is set to debate Senator Kamala Harris in the vice presidential debate in that city on Wednesday, y'all. So, you know, Senator Kamala Harris is going to be debating Mike Pence on Wednesday in 48 hours, y'all, or so. Now, this demon here, right? Everyone thought that this chick was some sort of victim, that she was just being abused, and she was so unhappy with Donald J. Trump, the Antichrist, in their marriage, and, you know, my God, and her body language and all this stuff. And then let us not forget, I have no sympathy for this heifer either. None, no sympathy. Somebody type in hashtag no sympathy, no sympathy. Now, there was some leaked audio, y'all, by this woman who used to work in the White House with this chick. They call her the first lady. I mean, I would say first thought in chief, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, prostitute in chief, you know, her whole coochie was all over the damn internet because she's done all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some would even call her a mail order bride. I have zero respect for these individuals. I don't even know if I can call them human beings or people, but I have zero respect. But either way, people, you know, had a lot of sympathy for Melania. But let us not forget, a week ago, there was some audios that was leaked by some chick who wrote a book called Melania and Me, who leaked some audio of Melania talking about basically screw Christmas and screw the kids at the border, you know, and how much, you know, listen, she supports Donald J. Trump. People keep talking about white supremacy and white supremacists as if it's only the white male. It's the white woman. She's the originator of all of it. The demon in chief. You know what I'm saying? For every white male demon comes from the female. So anyway, it says Melania Trump tweets that she is feeling good and will continue to rest at home. That's an hour and 44 minutes ago. I don't give a damn. I don't even feel like reading that. So there's just a whole lot of stuff going on, y'all. A whole lot of stuff going on. And then also the doctors, some of the doctors, like one of Trump's doctors did admit to downplaying his diagnosis. I mean, not his diagnosis, downplaying his condition in the damn press conference. So basically we're getting more of the same lies, more of the same deception, more of the same dysfunction, more of the same narcissistic, sociopathic, you know what I'm saying, behaviors coming out of the White House. So let's just take a look to see how this is going to play out. Trump's doctors, the Antichrist doctors, will be speaking later on today. And honestly, he could be, according to what I've heard so far, he could be released from Walter Reed and back inside the White House as early as this evening. Okay. Now, one thing I do want to one thing that I do want to share with y'all in the Lioness Den, shout out to all of y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button and share this broadcast that I heard before I went live. Is that a lot of the contact tracing is just not happening, okay? Chris Christie and all of these people over the weekend came back positive. So there's like, last I counted, at least 11 people, up to 12 people who have tested positive within close quarters of this Antichrist, right? Like within his whole administration, who have been close to him. And then they have been out interacting with people, their families, and you know, it just goes on and on. But contact tracing from the event that happened in the Rose Garden to the debate and all this other stuff has not really been happening adequately. And so people who have been close to him are finding out that they have been, that they're, you know, COVID negative by like just getting tested. But, you know, other people who have been around these folks are testing positive, and then nobody is contacting the people that they were in close quarters with. So it's, you know, according to what we got what I got out of CNN, like I said before I came on to this broadcast, is that people are complaining that like no one is reaching out to them when people that they've been close to are testing positive for COVID-19. Some people think that this is a ploy. Some people may think that this is fake. Some people may think that like this was planned. I don't know what the hell is going on. I have reason to believe that these people are actually sick, mentally sick, we know, spiritually sick, absolutely, but physically sick too. So I do believe that these folks have COVID-19, right? Now, if there's some greater conspiracy behind that, I don't know. I can't speak on that, but I do know that these folks are sick. I also do know that Kellyanne Conway tested positive, but before she came out publicly about it, her daughter, who's like 15 years old, who like wants to be emancipated from her parents because she hates them so much, I don't blame her, she actually leaked the fact that Kellyanne Conway had COVID-19 before Kellyanne did. So these people were trying to keep this crap under wraps, in my opinion, until maybe even after the election. But this is what's going on, y'all. So either way, this is what I wanted to let y'all know. There will be more updates. We'll continue talking about this. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Lioness Den. Lioness Crowned, your revolutionary, unapologetically Black African host right here at flynubianqueens.com, the network for melanated women and men like you. Be sure to text the word Queens to 31996. That's Queens to 31996. Visit our shop at shopfnq.com. That's shopfnq.com. If you want to join our team, I'm going to need you to send a email to producer@flynubianmedia.com. That's producer@flynubianmedia.com. All right, y'all. Listen, I got things to do. Since we are in an anti-Black war, you know, training is important spiritually, mentally, emotionally, all that good stuff, but physically, I like to run. So I'm about to go get my workout on, and I hope to see more of our people out in these streets, running, training, exercising, and all that good stuff, because, you know, it's good for our overall health as well. All right, so this broadcast is ending, but so is global racism and white supremacy, and we will slew this beast through fortitude, preparedness, and collectivism. And always remember that they stole us, they sold us, so they owe us. 45 the Antichrist is sick, as is his people, and we don't give a damn. Until next time, family, peace and Black power.